Hello everybody, today I will be presenting my mix project, which I did VRA and mix. For the majority of this video, you will be hearing me do voiceover over screenshots and some screen capture segments. So without further ado, just sit back and enjoy the video. Okay, so the first thing we want to do here is go to our database and find a collection. For me, I chose the Art Store database. The Art Store database is really good with images, dealing with different cultures from different time periods and dealing with images, so that's why VRA and Mix is perfect for this collection. I decided to do this because I used Art Store back in one of my classes. So doing VRA and Mix metadata on these images would really help my target audience, which involves college students and maybe professors and academics and likewise. As you can see, there's various things such as collection, name, image ID, the URL, so yeah, it's good. So here we have the core files for VRA and Mix. As you can see, we have the main element that holds the VRA type, which contains the various subsets for collections, works, or images. For my AP, I did focus on the image part of VRA. So this is for the administrative metadata. And then we have the Mix core. Mix was perfect for images. Any digital image, any photography type of work someone will be doing, Mix is the perfect administrative metadata. Okay, so here we have phase 3, designing my AP. So first off, we have my local file for VRA. I made my own vocab list just for the Art Store database. Since there is unique terms involved, I did some other elements that was missing that I feel like was very important to add in, such as the download size and the repository it's located. And in the AP, ultimately, since I am doing images, I did keep just the image main branch, if you will, of the VRA instead of keeping the collections and the work elements. So I kept some of them, removed what I didn't need, and added in my own local files for my specific AP for this Art Store database. As you can see, most of them I kept there: agent set, cultural context, description set, location set, material set, measurement set, download size should be in there. And here, most of the attributes I kept as well. Ref ID, the source, the vocab. Again, like I said, I had to create a new vocab list just for the Art Store database, because using AAC or TCH or LCSH would not fit it as good as the vocab list I made. And here is the data file that would be ultimately used to create the instances. So I know it did one too many, made a mistake there, did unbounded to 0 to unbounded. And here's Mix, the local file, did accessibility, embedded URL, file name, and color schemes. Again, Mix was very technical. It is a technical metadata standard anyways, so added my own files as needed. And here kept the 3 elements that was really relevant to my project. The other elements were way too technical, and I was dealing with digital images, not necessarily actual images that I take, or actual photographs, physical photographs. So here we have basic digital object information type, basic image information type. As you can see, my local files such as accessibility was added into basic digital object information type, and here is the data file to make them mixed. So here is my mets, the main file. So for phase 4, we are going to actually show the instances and basically implement it into mets. So here we have VRA. You can see I have agent set display, nodes, agent attribution, etc. I have all the attributes displayed, all the optional elements as well. Made 5 different samples. This first sample, number 1, is based on the Japanese Yoroi armor. And as you can see, we do have description set, location set, material set, measurement set, write set, sources, as I see fit that you need to put information in there. And even here's mix. Mix was more technical and deals with really like the source wise, where you got the image, the rights, the composition of the digital image, the size, how it was captured, and again had to add in my own local files to make it more user-friendly for my target audience, such as color schemes and the embedded URL, so they could find it as well themselves, and if the image is accessible to the public. So really just added in more things to tweak out the mix instances to make it more friendlier and more local rather than technical. Then finally we have the mets file. I imported the VRA file into it and changed in DMD-sec within MD-wrap the XML data to make sure that it can recognize the VRA, and generated the instance, 5 for each, 5 DMD-sec, 5 AMD-sec. So yeah, pretty much that's it. It was a great project, very challenging, but definitely worth making in the future for my target audiences, so they too can find information easier than before.